Hello, welcome to another episode of Will's World. In this episode, I'm going to talk you through how I plan a hiking route. Will's World. I absolutely love poring over a map for an entire evening. However, these days, I probably do most of my route planning online. There are just so many apps out there that make it so easy. I've been using Komoot a hell of a lot recently, and I have to say it's become my go-to app. It's route planning and following made very, very easy. One of the great things about Komoot is that there are already thousands and thousands of routes already uploaded by its huge community. So say I wanted to hike up Scafell Pike this weekend, there's probably route after route already that I can just pick and choose from. Saying that, if there isn't a route for me on there or I want something a bit more specific, it's so easy to just plan it out myself. You can either use your desktop for the route planning or you can use your mobile phone. I much prefer using a desktop because you can get that much bigger picture. So let's get going. First of all, load up komoot.com and click on Route Planner on the top left. And just to give you the gist of what Komoot does, imagine I wanted to hike the length of the UK. So type in John O'Groats as my start destination and Land's End as my finish destination. The route will load up as fast as my Wi-Fi will let it. And as you can see here, it's giving me three separate routes. So we've got a hiking route, we've got a road cycling route, and a bike touring route. I'm going to select the hiking route. So what this has given me isn't your kind of normal Google Maps route that follows roads. This is taking in as many public footpaths as is possible. So if you look on the left-hand side here, 51.7 kilometers is going to be on mountain hiking path, and 352 kilometers will be on hiking path. But let's look at a route that's a bit more specific. So imagine I wanted to hike to the top of Snowdon this weekend. First of all, I've got to get there. So I've got to get to a railway station. I'm going to go to Llanfair Pwllgwyngyll Gogerich and Drobor Llansilio Goch. And then I'm going to put as my final destination, the summit of Snowdon. And there we go. The route fully loaded straight away for me. And let's zoom right in on it to see the kind of landscape I'm going to be crossing. Nice bit of mountain path up here, all off-road. You see down here the variation in the gradient. So nice and steady first of all, and then straight up to the summit of Snowdon. Let's look on the left-hand side. We've got 507 meters on mountain hiking path, 12.7 kilometers on hiking path. It's then so easy to tweak that route to suit your needs. So imagine I wanted to stop in Nant Peris because there are a couple of good pubs there. All I need to do is drag the route like this and it'll completely reroute. Then if I wanted to make it a circular route and get back where I started, I just click this on the top left, and there we go, a nice circuitous route. Is that the word? Circuitous? Circuitous? Circular? Nice circular route back to where I started. You can actually be even more precise and plan your route bit by bit, so A to B to C, and I'll show you how to do that. For this instance, let's start in Llanfairfechan, start here, and then I want to go to Aberfalls Hut Circle. Let's click on it and see what it looks like. So these are user uploaded images, give you a gist of what you're going to see at that place. Yeah, that looks nice. So I'm going to go there, set that as my destination. I'll stop in Bethesda, set that as my new endpoint. Llynedwal, I'll set that as my new endpoint. So A to B to C, bit by bit, you can plan your route. If I wanted to, say, get from Llynedwal over to this place over here, and as you can see, there isn't a direct path going to it. I could, if I wanted to, just click here and select, unselect follow ways and set as my new endpoint. And as you can see, it's following a direct route across the country, not on public footpaths, as the crow flies to where I need to get to. Another useful thing about Komoot is that you have some control over the difficulty of the route that it loads for you. So for instance, if I'm going to hike from Harlech, I'll start here and I'm going to go over to Bala, set that as my destination. That's the auto-loaded route. If I select mountaineering here, there's a slight bit of variation there. I don't know if you saw that. Keep an eye on the blue line and it changes. So that is taking me over a higher level, trickier, tougher route. Once I'm happy with my route, all I need to do is click Save Tour on the top right. I'll then give it a name. From Harlech to Bala, that's pretty good. And then I've got all these options here. I can invite my friends on Komoot to come and see it. I can replan it. I can share it on social media, and I can also export it to a GPS device. So if I wanted it on my Garmin, with just a couple of clicks, it'll be sent straight to it. The nice thing is the app is completely free to download. So once you've got the app on your phone, you can then access the route that you've planned and follow it and navigate by it out in the field. If you want to use it for navigation when you're not going to have phone signal, all you need to do is purchase the mapping via Komoot and you'll be able to use it even when there's no reception. We've only looked at hiking here, but if you're a cyclist, if you're a cycle tourer or a bike packer, a mountain biker, there's loads of different functions for you here. There's a hell of a lot to this app, but for me, the real clincher is just how simple it makes route planning. Well, that's it. I hope that's given you the gist of how I plan a hiking route. If you do have any questions, stick them in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Hit the subscribe button wherever that is and you won't miss next week's video. Thanks very much. Catch you next week.